Hello everybody, my name is Graham Elwood. You're watching The Political Vigilante. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I know my hair's getting a little longer. This is a quarantine. At some point I'm gonna just have to shave it. And I'm gonna look like Colonel Kurtz. Just saying, be ready for it. You gotta be ready for the vegan guns. Oh, Steve Mnuchin, isn't he fantastic? Isn't he just to die for? He's just an angel sent straight from heaven. Who thinks $1,200 will last 10 months? Yeah, because it's 1926 when lollipops were a penny and you could pay rent for $5. Like, what is he talking about? But I don't think he's an out of rich guy that spent a life being completely corrupt and that's how he's moved up. I don't think that's possible. Oh God, ooh, wait a minute. Sears sues Mnuchin alongside former CEO for alleged multi-billion dollar theft. This was a year ago, April 18th, 2019. Steve Mnuchin. Steve Mnuchin, former head of OneWest Bank. The bank that helped steal my home and millions of other homes. OneWest Bank committed so many severe crimes, there was so much evidence to put him in jail. But a weird coincidence happened along the way. He donated to Kamala Harris's campaign when she was running for Attorney General of the state of California in 2010. When she got elected, she had overwhelming evidence and didn't prosecute. Weird. And then Steve Mnuchin again donated to her senatorial campaign. And when she became senator in 2016 and was sworn in 17, she voted to put him in Trump's cabinet. Do you see how that works? It's all a big club and you're not in it, and you're going to see even more why. Sears on Thursday, this was a year ago, named Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin in a lawsuit against the company's former CEO, Edward Lampert, alleging that Mnuchin was part of a group of board members who assisted Lampert and his hedge fund in stripping the bankrupted retailer of more than $2 billion in assets. I did a story on this a year ago. I'm bringing it up now because now Mnuchin is in the center of this bullshit stimulus plan. Boy, he helped get us $350 billion in small business loans that got soaked up in 30 minutes. Most of the money by big corporations that found a loophole. They didn't find a loophole. It was put there deliberately. The loophole was you get the small business loan if your location has 500 or less people. So a chain, right, like Ruth Chris Steakhouse, that has chains all over the country, has thousands of employees, but not at each individual location. Each individual location has way less than 500. They found a loophole. And rather than go, we don't need the money, we're good. Gee, I thought of these, we're always told the working class, you should have 3 months saved up. If you don't, you're being irresponsible with your money. Well, how come these jack wagons on Wall Street don't have 3 months saved up? How come just you and I have to have money saved up? But millionaires and billionaires, they don't need money saved up. They shouldn't have to go into their own personal savings accounts. They shouldn't have to sell one of their 5 homes or their private jet. They need corporate money. They need bailout money. They need our tax money. Or it's just MMT money. The Federal Reserve just goes, here's free money, and gives it to Wall Street, gives us pennies, throw some coins in the street. We all got to scurry around like rats to get it. Lampert and his hedge fund, ESL Investments, were the largest shareholders in Sears, holding between 47.8% and 62% of its stock during the time of the alleged violations from 2011 to 2015, when Obama was in office, giving the banks $1 trillion and letting them steal 6 million homes and prosecuting 0 people. Iceland put their bankers in jail. So they're not going to have another meltdown the way we are. We're in the middle of the beginning of a recession that is going to be a depression. It's going to be worse than the Great Depression, on top of quarantining in the middle of a pandemic. Thanks, billionaire ruling class. You're fantastic. And you want me to vote for Joe Biden, who was a part of all this as vice president? No. Joe Biden is utterly corrupt, as is Trump and the Republicans. They're all awful. We need a third party. But let's get back to these clowns. They, along with the two other major shareholders named in the suit, received the vast majority of the benefit of spinning off 5 different company assets, according to the complaint. So while Sears employees lost their jobs and their pensions and everything was awful, guess who made money? A bunch of CEOs. Weird. What a weird, wacky coincidence. And now one of them is so corrupt, the punishment you get is Secretary of Treasurer. You get to keep climbing up the ladder on the backs of working class people. You caused a million foreclosures? That's good. But if you help 6 million foreclosures, then you kaboom. Maybe you caused 10 million foreclosures during this pandemic. Maybe you'll be president, Mnuchin. Prior to becoming Treasury Secretary, Mnuchin was an investor in ESL, the corrupt company, and a member of their board of directors at relevant times, the filing said. Wow. Boy, he just must be in the wrong place at the wrong time, man. It's just, there's no way. I mean, people are grasping at straws. They're just like, Mnuchin, who was Lampert's roommate at Yale. That's right. Ivy League's people are not smarter. Ivy League degrees don't make you smarter. That's where the rich kids keep their kids. You learn how to... Richard Wolff said it. He goes, I went to Ivy League school. They're not smarter or better there. It's just the rich families just keep their kids in there. Yale. Remember in 2004, the 2004 election, John Kerry and Bush were both in that Skull and Bones from Yale. To show you, these elections are competing country clubs. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with us. Oh, and they also worked with him at Goldman Sachs. You know Goldman Sachs. They have had someone in every presidential cabinet since Reagan. In case you're wondering who controls this country. Goldman Sachs. Obama had a bunch of Goldman Sachs people. Bush did, Clinton did, the first Bush did, and Reagan did. As Chris Hedges says, there's been a 4 decades long corporate coup. This is just more evidence. They went to Harvard, they were groomed, they were taught at Harvard, here's how you become an elitist dick that steals everybody's money. And when you profit from people's suffering, you have a party. But Joe Biden's better. What happened? Sears bankruptcy case reaches good luck suing Eddie Lampert phase. That happened in October 19. You can't really see this. Because there's not enough money coming from anywhere else. They filed the lawsuit and then they got a good luck in October of last year. Not much happened. And Sears got $18 million in January of this year. So sit tight, kids. That $1,200, look, that's coming. That'll save you. No rent freezes. No UBI. Bernie should have seized this moment to go, I'm the one to lead us out of this. I will give everybody Medicare for all. When I'm president, I will give everybody, and that's how you win. This is a moment. Like FDR, Herbert Hoover was blamed for the Great Depression. FDR stood up and went, I'm the guy. I can get us out of this. I can get us out of this. And he did. And they called shanty towns Hooverville. Bernie had the moment. And now, my friend Joe Biden, I'm going to sign another bullshit stimulus plan that's going to help banks take your money. Boo on the Democratic Party. But Graham, you Bernie supporters, if you don't vote for Biden or you vote third party, you're going to help Trump win. You're damn right. And you should have gotten behind us more, and you didn't. So now this is on you. You need to be afraid of us progressives because we are going to continue to not vote for your corporate warmongering Wall Street candidates. We will not. You need to be afraid of us progressives. No, I'm not a violent burn bro. Bernie, I'm done. He was just the most left candidate of any mainstream guy who had the best shot, even a long one. He was the closest to the White House of any far left person that I've ever seen. But most of us diehard Bernie supporters, most of us that are now not going to vote for Joe Biden, we're to the left of Bernie Sanders. He's a centrist in Western Europe. So you need to be afraid of us. Because we will absolutely, I have no problem voting third party and watching Trump get reelected. I don't want him to get reelected, but if you're telling me to choose between Biden or Trump, I hate both of them and they both suck. The lesser of two evils is still evil. This is on you, cheating, lying Democratic Party. This is on you, vote any blue will do. I don't want to pay that close of attention. I don't want to acknowledge the cheating of the Democratic Party. I don't want to acknowledge the cheating of Hillary Clinton. I don't want to acknowledge the cheating of Pete Buttigieg's shadow app. I don't want to acknowledge it. I just want to stick my head in the sand and come up for air and go, Trump's bad, and then go back to sleep. I don't care that Obama dropped more bombs than Bush. I don't care that Obama and Biden put 3 million people, they deported 3 million people and put families in cages. I don't care that they let 6 million foreclosures happen. I don't care that they ramped up bombing in Yemen, the most poorest country in the history of the world. I don't care. Trump bad, Russia, Trump bad. I'm going to sleep now. You should be afraid of us progressives because we will not vote for Joe Biden. And that's on you. Hey everybody, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button and the subscribe button, even if you've done it before, because they're unsubscribing, many of you, every day. Watch the ads all the way through. If you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Also, support us at patreon.com/GrahamElwood or rockfin.com/GrahamElwood. Rockfin.com is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. All my videos are on Rockfin ad-free. Thanks for watching.